guys, I'm here with a book review, and it's on House Rules by Jodi Picoult, and I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways, so we're going to pronounce it Picoult. So, anyway, this book is about 532 pages, and so it's pretty long. Anyway, this book is about a boy named Jacob Hunt who has Asperger's, and a very general definition, if you don't know what Asperger's is someone who is just kind of, not to be mean, but like socially awkward in a sense. They don't read. I mean, it depends on the level that you're at. I'm not in any way an expert at it or anything, but my brother has Asperger's, and so I kind of know what it is, and he's not that bad as some people, but the boy in this book, he has Asperger's, and he's very, very sensitive, to the point where you can't, like you walk up to somebody and you go, come on, let's go, and you kind of tap him on the shoulder. You can't physically touch him. You can't even really sit near him. He just doesn't like it, and he's not mean or anything. He's not, like some people are just like, get away from me. He's not like that. He can't, and he's very, very sensitive. His mother has to cook him white food on Tuesday, I think it is. They have every day of the week is different colors, but like Tuesday is white, so they have to eat rice and mashed potatoes and cauliflower. It has to be white. Nothing brown, nothing anything red. It has to be white. And then Wednesday is blue, so they have to eat everything blue, and if not, he freaks out. And he's very used to a schedule, like if you go, hey, tomorrow we're going to go to the mall, or, next week we're going to go to the mall. He goes, okay, and then, Wednesday comes and, okay, let's go to the mall. And you go, no, we can't go to the mall, something changed. He freaks out. It has to be on a strict schedule. And something does change, you have to let him know, like, a week prior. And if not, he has, like, this meltdown, and it's very sad that that's how he lives, So anyway, this book is about Jacob, who has Asperger's. And people with Asperger's are also very, if they have interest, like some people are kind of into reading or kind of into bowling, whatever people with Asperger's, if they're into reading, they're very, very, very into reading, like to the point of being like obsessed, to put it in a way. So he's very focused on forensic analysis. That's his favorite thing. And his mom bought him a police scanner in his room, and so he listens to it, and when there's crime scenes near his house, he'll go there. And on the back it says that he like always shows up to crime scenes, but I think he's only done it like a few times, and he's usually right what he tells them because he studies it and everything. And anyway, the town he lives in is rocked by a terrible murder, and it says law enforcement comes to him and asks him for advice, but they don't really ask him for his advice. And anyway, so because people with Asperger's are very sensitive, and they're kind of socially awkward in a sense. Like most people, if you're talking to them, they kind of look you in the eye and they look at you. But when you're talking to a person with Asperger's, they're not rude. They can't look at you. They have to look down, and they go, yep, yes. And it's kind of like being rude, but that's just how they are. And so because he won't look people in the eye, and if you ask him a certain question, he doesn't want to answer it. He just kind of doesn't. Like if you go, Jacob, what did you do today? He just kind of goes, I don't want to answer that. And it seems rude. And to them, when they start questioning him about the murder, or when they start asking him questions, because he acts like that, they think he's guilty. And so, of course, all this stuff ensues. So what I liked about this book was, because he's so obsessed with forensic analysis, each chapter has a case like this. It says case 1, sleep tight, and it's just a short little, like you can see it's like 2 paragraphs long of just random murders that have happened and stuff, and it's kind of interesting. And then they go into the story where each chapter is written in first person, but from different people. So this one's Emma is Jacob's mother. It's written from the point of view of, I wrote in my notebook some notes that I wrote down, so I'll be looking at that. But it's written first person point of view from Emma, who's his mother, Theo, who's Jacob's brother, Jacob, of course, Rich, who is the chief assigned to the case, and Oliver, who is his lawyer. And so, anyway, this book is like 532 pages, and I honestly really believe it could have been shortened to like 300 pages, because it had so much detail, which is great, but at the same time, I honestly felt like I was being, just like buried with information on Asperger's, that they were constantly saying in certain scenes, they were telling people, well, you know, my son has Asperger's, and so, he's very sensitive, and he's very sensitive to light. Like this light, he might just decide, that's too bright, you have to turn it down. Or, I just want to be in the dark right now, so you have to turn off the lights. And that's great to know, because I don't know a whole lot about Asperger's, but at the same time, I don't need to know the same information over and over and over and over. It was just like, stop. And, so I think that and the plot just kept going, and nothing ever really got done. I mean, I would say like, maybe 3/4 of the way through it, I was just like, okay, this needs to be done, and I stopped reading it. Or I ended up reading the whole thing, but I wasn't reading as much. And, so I don't know, it was so annoying. And then also, another thing I was confused about was, Jacob is about 18, and his brother is 16, and so I don't know what is the significance of the cover. Like, I thought that was supposed to represent Jacob, but it's a young boy, so I don't really know what that was about. And, the characters were, like, I definitely felt close to the characters, and I felt like I knew them, and, so I felt like the characters were very well written, and, it was also nice to see it from Jacob's point of view, because he's so closed off, and it was nice to get inside his head and kind of see how, you know, some people might think that he's abnormal, but if you listen to, you know, if you get inside his head, he's a very normal person. He just has little quirks, like we all do. And so that was pretty interesting too. And, so, I mean, overall, I gave this book, like, I think on Goodreads I gave it 2 out of 5, or like 3 out of 5, just because towards the end, Jacob kind of got on my nerves, because, I don't know, he was just really sensitive to certain things, and it was just, I think because the author just kept pushing it and saying, like, he's sensitive to light, he's sensitive to light, he's sensitive to light, and it was like, I totally understand how. And, there was just, I'm reading my different notes, what I do like, though, is the Jodi Picoult books, like here she wrote about Asperger's, and that's kind of a sensitive subject, and not a lot of people know about it, and so she always writes, whether you like the book or not, like whether you just devoured it, or whether you're like, oh, the story's not well written, no matter what, I mean, she makes you think. Like, this one's about Asperger's, so it kind of makes you think, like, you know, some people think that people with Asperger's are weird, and they're, like, mentally disabled, and some people just don't understand it, and so this book definitely just gives you information, because not a lot of people know what Asperger's is, and so, if anything, I mean, that's what I did like about it, was it gave you a subject to think about, and, I mean, that's just what I thought about it. So, yeah, I would give it, like I said, overall, I gave it about 3 out of 5 stars. And, so yeah. But anyway, in the video that I just did, I don't know if it's uploaded yet, but, I was asking you guys, would you like me to do, like, a more organized channel? And, like, do a new rating system? And also, do you guys want me to do, like, monthly wrap-ups and, like, edit it as well? I don't edit my videos because I don't really know how, but, my husband's, like, a huge computer geek, and I'm sure he could figure it out, so let me know if you guys want any of that, or if you like the way that it is now, and I'm also thinking about doing a giveaway, so let me know suggestions, what book you guys would want to do, or when. Yeah, so I have a lot of reading to do. I will, or just let me know your guys' suggestions on everything, and Just any suggestions you guys have. If you think my channel sucks, let me know, and let me know why, and everything like that. So anyway, yeah, I will get to reading, and I hope you guys all have a good day.